the Mass GOP has a lot of work to do, particularly on the ground. Do you believe the current RTC and RCC structure is effective? And what, if any, changes would you make to further empower them, but also hold them more accountable?
Well, I do think the structure that we have is a good structure. I will say that. However, I definitely believe in my plan calls to increase enrollment in the town and city committees. I think everyone in this room that participates in their RTC or their city committee can agree they could use some more help, right? And so how do we best set town and city chairs up to increase enrollment? I think it's very important that we do some events, maybe do a robocall that's very cheap to registered Republicans in the district, inviting them to an event where we talk about Republican ideals, maybe have a Republican statewide leader come as an attraction, get folks excited about being involved. This is really important in terms of getting the numbers there. The next thing that that I would do is have some metrics for town committees, have some metrics for city committees, ask them to field candidates, ask them to raise funds, ask them to go out and knock doors and start some fundraising activities for local candidates. But it would be wrong to ask them to do that without giving them the proper training to do that. And I commit as chairman to bringing and expanding the training programs that are there already exist within the party, bringing those to every town and city committee and ensuring that they know how to fundraise so that they can keep those funds locally for their candidates, that they know how to look through voter data and mine that and see who's a registered Republican that hasn't participated, who is an unenrolled voter who's pulled a Republican ballot in a primary. How can they put a press release together, giving them some media training. These are things that are incumbent upon the chair to bring to the town and city committees so that they can better work for local candidates and building that grassroots for the party.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think I've got it. So when we start to talk about the organization of the party, let us remember the organization is made up literally of thousands of individuals, volunteers in the RCCs and the RTCs, as well as the professional staff, and 467,000 enrolled Republicans. I'm the only candidate in the race who has actually built an organization from nothing. I started my business in a garage with $15,000. I now have 110 employees. I hired those folks. I trained those folks. I know how to build an organization. I also started the Mass Fiscal Alliance from scratch in February of this year, or of 2012. And in just 7 short months, we raised almost $250,000, about the same as the state party for local races. We were listed by OCPF as the #4 independent expenditure group, the only right-leaning group in the top 10. And I was able to turnkey that in 7 months and have an impact. So when it comes to organizations, that's what I do. That's who I am. That's what I bring to the table. Now, as with RTCs and RCCs, I've already got budgets established. I know down to the precinct level for every RTC and every RCC in the Commonwealth how many folks they need to register to meet our goals. I have budgets for fundraising. Again, I already know. Oh, sorry.
Long one, sorry.
You get the red card.
I already know down to the precinct level how much we need to raise for every town committee and city committee. We will hold them accountable, and more importantly, we will recognize the success. Those of you in here who are performing near or at or even above your budget will be recognized. There will be, at the end of the year, a banquet, and we will hold up those folks who've done an outstanding job. We need more recognition in this party, and that's how we'll uphold accountability.